Good morning, Liz. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing very well. Thank you. What do you have for us now?
Well, we're going to continue on with our narrative probe. So about I don't even know, maybe it was 2 months ago now. It's hard to keep track. We did a narrative probe where we went through a bunch of different sectors in crypto and kind of rated them with a benchmark. And so we could kind of see what's going to perform well going forward into the bull market. I'd like to revisit that. I have a few more to do. And what I'll do for our members on the other side is if you're a Discord member, I'll repost the old narrative scores that I got so you can like match it up with this one. So yeah, if you're not a member with us, you're missing out on so much content, and it really is time sensitive. So don't delay. It's only a few dollars. It's incredibly. I mean, we should be charging way more for this information, to be honest, but that's what it is.
You know
So
what? I try to be fair to everyone. Honestly, hand on heart, I really do. I believe in giving everyone a fair chance and giving information for people to learn from at a reasonable price, right? And I know a lot of people go to the Patreon. Liz, I want the $5 tier. Okay, that was for people that were following me like 3 years ago. That was an introductory price. Patreon automatically closes the tiers and forces you to go upward in price.
yeah,
Okay, so I would say if you are thinking about getting in, as this tier comes to a close, then it will force me to raise the price again. You want to get in on this tier that's available. It's like 14 US dollars a month. And once that closes, it won't reopen again. Next pricing, I think, is going to be like $20 a month. And then it go, you know what I mean? It just keeps going up. So come join us. Already in the past 2 to 3 weeks, we have put out so much content, financial content, which will more than cover your cost of membership. One of the stock things that we've put out, it's already doubled in price since we put it out 3 weeks ago. Mr. Photon's been putting out all these airdrops. People have been making quite a lot of money if you've been signing up for these airdrops. We're following the cycles, we're following Bitcoin, we're following the ETFs. We just did a video with what's to come in June. Where is the altcoin high going to be? Seriously, if you want to get in, and don't forget, we got the CTT group every Monday. You guys on the Patreon, you get first dibs on all the reading appointments, CTT appointments. I'm going to go back into doing live shows. So you'll be on the live shows. You get exclusive live shows. There's just so much going on. In fact, it's hard to keep up with it, to be honest with you, because we're just trying to put out so much content. So what are we looking at today?
So we're going to be continuing on with our narrative probe. So there's different sectors in crypto, and if we can identify which ones are the best performing ones, then I can kind of surgically go in and find good altcoins to probe in those categories. So what we did in the last one is like we did with Matic, we have our benchmark. So our benchmark in the last video was actually the NFT market back in 2021, because that was one of the biggest narratives that happened. So NFTs were, going for tens of millions of dollars, some of them, at like, big, they still are at like Sotheby's and like different things. So it reached to like a height, like a euphoria in that sector. NFTs were just, everybody knew what they were. Like even people on the street knew what they were. So we want to tune into that energy back from 2021, from NFTs. And we're going to use that as our benchmark to scale on a 1 to 10. Can you grab that energy? Is that possible?
Yeah. So the NFT market, and that
Back
was
in 2021.
2021 at the high.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no
All right.
problem.
Okay, so we're going to go through different sectors. So the first one we're going to do is actually the Base network. So Coinbase network.
Um,
It has its own chain. We actually recently did a probe on that. We're going to ask about the Coinbase layer 2 network on a scale of 1 to 10. How well does it do compared to the NFT narrative of 2021 going forward in the next couple of years?
and this is the base.
This is the base network. So this is a layer 2. So I'm going to try and get you.
So compared to NFTs at the high into it surpasses that.
Oh, wow. So, okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10.
It's 10 plus 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 plus.
Wow. Okay. All right. Good to know.
So can you what okay, so people will not know what to do here.
Yes. So
Talking about the base network, what
yeah,
is it?
it's a layer 2 of Ethereum, just like Arbitrum, just like Polygon. It's its own chain. And so if you're on our Discord, I'm going to be posting the information about it shortly of how to get on and how to interact with it. Anyways, so I don't know if this is going to be public or private, this video, but I'm gonna talk about it over on in my Discord channel. So come over and have a chat there. But we want to get through this, so I'll do that offline. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is the injective protocol network. That's a layer 1. So I'm going to go over to the layer 1. It's called injective protocol, and it has its own chain with a whole bunch of different stuff on there. Right here, it's called injective, INJ. And so there's different things on there. There's different swaps. There's different DeFi protocols, all kinds of things. Different coins are released on that layer 1. So I want to ask it as a narrative compared to NFTs in 2021. How well does it do on a scale of 1 to 10 as a narrative in that ecosystem going forward from today?
It's about a 7.
Okay, fair enough. Next up, we have something called decentralized science. It sounds silly, and I thought it was silly the first time I heard it too. And it basically it's talking about projects that are doing bringing the blockchain to medical stuff. So it could be like gene tracking or health stuff or tracking your I don't know your biometrics and stuff like that. I'm not too familiar with it yet, but I have noticed that it's kind of a thing that's coming up. So it's called, for short, DeSci, or decentralized science. Can you grab the energy behind that and compare it to NFTs in the last bull run of 2021? On a scale of 1 to 10, how well does it do over the next couple of years as a narrative?
I feel like the narrative is going to be very short-lived here. Okay.
Yeah.
It's almost like a pump and dump narrative.
Gotcha.
However, it's scoring an 8.
Okay. Well, it hasn't taken off yet. So that's something to consider. So I would still want to have a look at it then, because it really hasn't done anything yet. Next up is called ERC 404. And this is interesting. This just came out, this narrative. It's what it allows you to do is that, some of these big NFT projects, like I said, they're selling for millions of dollars. Some of them are tens of thousands of dollars. Obviously, people can't afford to buy one of those NFTs. So what this narrative has done is they've created projects where you can buy little pieces of them. So I can buy $10 worth of the NFT, or I can buy $50 worth of that one NFT. And so there's a few. It's right here, ERC 404. Can we grab ERC 404 and ask how well it does going forward in the next couple of years compared to the NFT craze of 2021?
No, this is low. This is a 2.
Interesting. Okay. Good to know. All right. The next one we have is called DPIN, and it stands for decentralized infrastructure. Um, yeah, there we go. Decentralized physical infrastructure. It's a narrative in crypto. DPIN. Can we grab DPIN and ask it how well it does as a narrative compared to the NFT craze of 2021 on a scale of 1 to 10, going forward from where it is today?
This is like a 6 or a 7.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. The next thing that we have is called modularity or modular or interoperability. I'm trying to figure out if like, let me just see if I search it here, if it comes up. Yeah, modular blockchain is what they're calling it. So a modular blockchain. Can we grab the idea of a modular blockchain? A lot of them you can see here, Celestia, Dimension, Chromia, Syscoin. Can we grab that as a narrative and ask it how well it does over the next couple of years compared to the NFT craze of 2021 on a scale of 1 to 10 going forward?
This is not scoring high.
Okay.
Now, what exactly does it do again?
So it allows these blockchains here, Celestia, Dimension, it allows transactions and different things to occur over many different blockchains. So for instance, it can connect Ethereum with different chains like Injective Protocol or what have you. It just allows crypto to be more connected in a way. So it's connecting a lot of the data across the different chains, which are usually separate.
It's not scoring high.
Okay. So
It just it just feels like it's a 3.
okay. Sounds good. All right, the next one that we have is called SRC20. And this is an alternative to the BRC20, which is to do with Bitcoin. We probed that in the last probe, and it scored probably the highest out of anything that we probed. And this one is like an alternative to it that also exists on Bitcoin. It allows the coins to be launched on Bitcoin, but they're in a way like not being able, they wouldn't be able to be censored like the way that they could be on BRC20. So it's a new protocol on Bitcoin to launch coins. It's called SRC20. Can we grab that as a narrative and pull it out for the next couple of years and compare it to the NFT craze of 2021 on a scale of 1 to 10? How well does it do going forward?
It's a 5.
Okay. And I just want to see again, let's grab the BRC20 narrative and just see how it scores today on a scale of 1 to 10 compared to NFTs in the craze of 2021.
It scores a 9.
Okay, perfect. That's what it scored last time. So that's consistent.
Oh, it was a 9
yeah.
last time. I don't remember all this stuff.
Oh, for sure you don't. For sure you don't. The next one I want to do is just meme coins in general. They did very well, obviously, last cycle as well, and they're doing very well right now. And I want to see if that continues over the next couple of years. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how do meme coins do compared to NFTs in the last bull run of 2021, going forward from where they are today?
I mean, let's go. About a 6.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. The last one that I have is kind of obscure, and I'm not even sure. I'm going to try and search it here and see if it comes up. It's called data availability. You know what? And I think it's pretty much the same one as the modular. So I think that's all I have for today. And again, I'm going to repost the other narrative probe because it's going to line up with this one, and we can kind of compare across the board of what we have so far on the Discord under my my chat there, Mr. Photon's discussion. So please come visit me there. I don't know if this can be public or private, but if you're not a Discord member, tell them how they can be part of the crew, Liz.
Patreon.com/remote viewing and beyond. And just like I said in the last video, this is it, guys, right? You're at the tail end of the buying opportunity. Okay. Now, this isn't official financial advice. You have to do your own research. You are responsible for your own decisions. We are not responsible for that. But we can give you some sort of a guide, right, to help you along. But don't FOMO in 2026 because everybody's making loads of money and you're catching on to the hype. These people that are making loads of money going into this bull run, they've been here for a long time. They've been ready. They've been buying at the lows and they're taking profit at the highs. So if you think you're going to rush in at the last minute and take profit, think again. You're going to be the ones left holding the bag. So, I mean, I'm serious about this. Mr. Photon, I mean, you saw it the last bull run too.
Yeah, that's what happens. You're absolutely correct. And that's why we've been doing these crypto probes over the last, however long now, months and months and months to get you ready. And it's crunch time right now. I want to do as much content as I can right now for you guys because this is the time you need to get in if you're not already in. And we're trying to, zoom in and see what are the best plays. We have an edge here. We have the edge of my research and then Liz confirming or denying and letting me know what the reality of things are, no matter what I think. So it's great. It's a very unique opportunity. I wish I had this in the last bull run at this time. I so wish I did. So it's an
Well,
incredible resource.
it is. And lots of people were left holding the bag. And
Yep.
those that were left holding the bag last time have been getting back in. They either sold everything for a massive loss or they've taken their losses and they're getting back in and they're taking their chances again at the lows. Don't be the ones holding the bag, guys. Okay. And just like I said in the last probe, I'm sorry this is repetitive information, but I'm not sure which is going public, which is going private at the moment. Don't self-sabotage yourself saying, oh well, money and spirituality, they don't go hand in hand. Oh yes, they do. Yes, they do. That is a blockage if you think that they don't. Okay. Your soul, a lot of times, doesn't care about money. So you've been thrown down here on the earth plane and don't worry, you'll figure it out when you get here. Okay. It just, you have to pay rent to be here on the earth plane. Nothing is free. Nothing. Nobody can come to the earth plane and live for free. It just doesn't happen. If you're not paying for yourself, somebody is paying for you. And it's very, very important. So I don't want you to be one of those that books a reading with me in 2027 crying down the phone, okay, because you've remortgaged your house at the all-time high and you've lost all your money. You're holding the bag. Everybody else is taking profit. They got out when the getting out was good. Okay. I know that sounds harsh, but that's the reality. Mr. Photon, I can't tell you the amount of readings I've done with people crying down the phone. They've lost all their money.
Yep.
And don't forget, if you have trouble with this stuff, right? Mr. Shakespeare and I have put out a stock market alternative. And you've got Mr. Photon on the Discord who's pumping out information, how to do this, how to do that. And he will definitely do a one-on-one with you, meet you where you are to help you along your journey. Now, a crypto may not be for you. That's why we put out the stock market. Mr. Photon, did you know you can actually remote view the lottery numbers?
I've heard that you say that you do it. However, I've also heard that you say that if it's not in your path, then you're probably going to be blocked at all angles from actually cashing in.
Oh yeah, well that is so true. So you can actually learn associative remote viewing. There are whole remote viewing groups dedicated to predicting the lottery. The problem is, and I don't do the big lottery. I do the pick three. I've predicted the pick three before. Then I got excited. Then I got emotionally involved. Then I thought, yeah, this is an easy way to make money. I'm just going to predict the pick three every single day. I'm going to drop $5 on a ticket or whatever, and I'm just going to make hundreds of dollars a day. And I was excited. And once that emotion hits the signal lines, right, that's when you're making bad decisions, you're making bad judgments, you're screwing up your remote viewing. And even in the same with crypto, guys, right? You have to remove your emotions. You have to. You have to think about this logically. You have to have a game plan, and you have to remove your emotions or you're going to screw up. So if you're like getting excited and I want to be rich and I want to be a billionaire and I'm going to FOMO in at the last minute, guess what's going to happen to you? You're going to lose. All right. So we'll stop this one here.
Thanks, Liz.
Thank you.